Oh dear. Right. Stone circle as promised. Right, so this morning I brought you to the Merry Maiden Stone Circle. It's sort of late Paleolithic, early Bronze Age, and it's got a few stories attached to it. Summer solstice, when we go up there, we'll see it. There's people up there at the moment. I'm not going to do much talking when I'm up there. But at summer solstice, as the sun rises, it actually hits the entrance stones and it goes in and it fills that chasm inside the circle with light. What was it used for? Who knows? You know, it's 4,000 years old, so it predates Christianity by 2,000 years at least. And the thing about it is that people believe that it could be an astrological clock, that it could mark the seasons, it could mark the months of the year. It can mark many variations of different things astrologically. Who knows? But I know that it is a very, very sacred pagan site. Now, during the Victorian period, there was a fable that came about surrounding it. And the fable was that there were 19 maidens from the local village. And they brought two pipers up here with them. And it was on Saturday evening. So it was the eve of the Sabbath. It was the eve of Sunday, and they danced merrily as the pipers played joyfully, and the notes sprang across the air, and they kept dancing and dancing and dancing. But the church bells rang, and that gave an indication to the pipers that it was near the Sabbath, and they daren't play or have any kind of sort of jollity or joviality or any joy or any dancing around the Sabbath, because that was a sacred day, that was a holy day. So the pipers quickly rushed back to the village as fast as they could. But the maidens, they kept merrily dancing. They kept dancing and dancing and dancing. And when it struck midnight, it was the Sabbath, and sadly they were still dancing, and they just perished. They turned to stone. And the pipers that ran away, there are two stones further away, that represent the pipers, because even though they put their pipes down and they stopped playing and they ran back to their homes, they didn't reach the safety of their homes in time, and sadly they also turned into stone. So there are two further pillars further away representing those two pipers. But that's just a fable. That's a Victorian fable that was it was a moral tale to warn young maidens not to always honour the Sabbath, and not no frivolity around the Sabbath. So it was a solemn day, a day of reflection and a day of respect, and it was a day that was sacred. And so anyway, we're going to go up here now. We're going to have a look at the stones. It's an amazing place. It's very beautiful. And I'll see if I can try and find the pipers. They're in an adjacent field, I believe. But I'll look and try and find out. Let's have a look. So we're entering this is the entrance, this is the gate. I think it's this. If you look, the stones are dressed on top, so they're obviously made there for a purpose. They're topped for a purpose. So we're inside the stone circle. See if we can find any of those ancient earth energies. Pick up any of those maybe ley lines or some ancient earth energy from somewhere, so we can pick it up. Oh, I must admit I've got a bit goosebumpy now. Definitely a bit goosebumpy, but it is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at the views. So these were the 19 stones that represent a maiden. Each one represents a maiden according to the Victorians, but we know that not to be true, don't we? We know that's just a fable. But look at them, they're amazing, aren't they? Oh wow, yeah, I can definitely feel. It feels odd. It feels not odd, but you can still. It's like an electricity. It feels good. They're amazing. Absolutely. Look at these. I mean, 4,000 years old. Predates Christianity by 2,000 years. The ancients, the ancestors knew something, didn't they? I do feel that a lot of this ancient these energies, this magic, if you like, has been hidden from us on purpose. It's almost like the truth we've been told, the truth that we are told is the truth, is not the truth. But it's just a lie. And all of this ancient wisdom is kept from us. Just look at this, it's amazing. Oh. Just beautiful. So people have obviously put offerings still, put the occasional offering on, which is lovely. It's very nice. There's a stone further out there. Now there is a burial chamber around here somewhere, but again, the thing with Cornwall is, as beautiful as it is, there's very little information or indication as to the layout of things or the history of things. But there you go. So that's it. Like I say, I can actually feel an energy. It feels like it feels a little bit electric. It feels like I don't know, it's nice. It's hard to explain, but it feels like it's, I don't know. It feels, it's hard to put it on. It's goosebumpy, if that makes sense. It feels, it's really a privilege and an honour to be here, to just walk in the footsteps of the ancestors. It's just amazing. I don't know where the two other stones are. There's another stone further over there. I'll show you now. Right over there, can you see? Just there, tucked away there. But those aren't the stones that represent the pipers. Those stones are somewhere further out. I don't quite know where. That's Valerie, lurcher, breathing heavily. Beautiful. Right, guys, if you look beyond the cattle, beyond those cows in that field, you can see just, hang on, where am I? Just, hang on. But I'm putting out a focus now. Above my finger, there's a stone. Move my finger away. There's possibly one behind that. That's the pipers. So they are in an adjacent field, just up there. So that's those. And there's a burial chamber somewhere around here. I'm not too sure where. I'll carry on looking. Right, it wouldn't be joyful for me. It wouldn't be an honour for me. Well, it is an honour for me, but I want to touch the stone, the sacred stones and energy. See if I can absorb some positivity and energy through it. Hopefully I can. It's just amazing to touch something that's been 4,000 years stood here and represents such sacredness and earth energies, ancient energies that the ancestors knew about. Try and tap into that. Thank you. Thank you. Right, so here we are at the Paleolithic burial chamber. Just literally, I don't know, 100 yards or so up the road from the actual circle itself. Once again, a very sacred site. Let's go down a bit into it if I can. The cows in the back. There you go. And there's a road right on top of it. A bit sacrilegious, but never mind. So there you go. Let's go around and have a look. It's on top of it. There you go. That's so cool, isn't it? The ancestors are so cool. So amazing. Just beautiful. Now, was this for someone important? I'm guessing it was, or for very important people, maybe chieftains, or who knows. So far back in the annals of history, back in the folds of time that you could never tell, could you? But again, it's a beautiful place, but there is that road that runs past here. But that is so cool. So cool. well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a short and sweet one. Cattle in the back, cows in the background, critics everywhere, as they say. But it was a short and sweet one. But it was, for me, it's the pinnacle of the holiday. It's my pinnacle of my stay in Cornwall, because I don't know, something about stone circles, something so magical. Who knows? Perhaps they're still used by the Fae. Who knows, on certain nights when the moon is high and the winds are still. But either way, they're magical things. Nobody can convince me or tell me otherwise. And it's so tangible to feel the energy that goes through them. It just, I don't know, it just knocks my socks off. Not that I'm wearing socks, because I've got sandals on. That wouldn't be a good look. But yeah, it just blows me sideways, knocks my socks off. Just love it, absolutely love it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye, thanks.